Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am having a first look at Jumping Lake Bass from Diamond Art Club. When I do these unboxing videos, I am always very aware of people who are new to diamond painting. Either people who are thinking about taking diamond painting up as a hobby and they're just browsing YouTube, or people who have been diamond painting for a bit of time, just doing small kits and finally realise, okay, I think I'm ready to move on to something bigger. So for that reason, the videos tend to be long because I go through everything to try and show how Diamond Art Club are different from the other diamond painting companies. So I talk about the packaging, the canvas, the glue, the cover, the drills, the pen, the tray. All of these things are different. So what I've done is broken the video down into sections. So if you have come on and all you're really interested in is the canvas, if you go to the description, look down the list, click on canvas, it'll take you straight to it. You don't have to watch about Diamond Art Club, especially for people that know about Diamond Art Club. You know about all the things that are different. So as I said, most of this video will be targeted at people who are either new to diamond painting or new to Diamond Art Club. Maybe heard of them, but don't really know much about them. So after saying that, if you do decide to buy a kit from Diamond Art Club, you can expect to receive a box like this at your door. They do not come wrapped in plastic bags. They come in a branded box. Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. We have diamondartclub.com, which is obviously the website. At Diamond Art Club on Instagram and Facebook, Diamond Art Club. So inside this box, you will find another box, and that box will have a rendering of the kit that you have bought. And in this case, it's Jumping Lake Bass. So if we have a look at the box, we can see the bass. So we get a rendering of the kit, and it's a wraparound graphic, so it goes around to the sides of the box as well. And if we go further down, we get a full-size thumbnail, so you can see the whole image. Then the title, Jumping Lake Bass, the artist by Ginger J, the size 22 inches by 22 inches, 55.8 centimeters by 55.8 centimeters. DIY Diamond Art Kit, square diamonds. With Diamond Art Club, you can tell whether it's round or square drills simply by looking at the box. If it is pale blue, it is square drills. If it's a pale pink, it is round. All inclusive, see back for contents. So before we look at the back, we'll have a quick look at the sides. So here we have Unleash Your Inner Artist, the wraparound graphic. Then on the other side, we have the wraparound graphic again, but this time we get a bit more information about the diamond painting. So it says full diamond coverage area, so it is not a partial, the whole canvas is covered with drills. We get a smaller thumbnail, and then we get some details about the actual diamond painting. So this diamond painting has 50 colours, including 2 Aurora Borealis and 3 fairy dust diamonds. Now, if you're new to diamond painting and you don't know what Aurora Borealis drills or fairy dust drills are, you will find out further on in the video. If you want to go straight to that section, go to the description, look down, find AB drills or fairy dust drills, just click on them, it will take you straight to them. Total diamonds, 50,176. And at the very bottom, we have the socials. So we have Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest and TikTok at Diamond Art Club, diamondartclub.com. So we'll have a look at the back. On the back, we have how it works. So again, if you're new to diamond painting, we have 6 step-by-step instructions on how to diamond paint. Then we have kit contents, which we'll skip because I'll be going through everything in the kit. Then we have warning, choking hazard, keep out of the reach of small children. So that is just in case the kids think that these brightly coloured things are candy. You don't want small kids accidentally swallowing them. Third party tested for compliance with EU and USA standards. All of Diamond Art Club kits are tested by an independent company, and they meet the EU and USA standards. So it's to make sure they don't have any excess in chemicals. They don't have any chemicals in them that shouldn't be there. So they check everything, the packaging, the canvas, the glue, the drills, everything. I don't know of any other company that has this on their kits. If you do know, please let me know. And that's pretty much it. So on the top of the box we have, if I can get it out of the light, DIY Diamond Art Kit. On the bottom of the box, upside down, we have a small thumbnail and the title, the artist and the size. The reason that this is a really good idea is a lot of people, once they've started looking at Diamond Art Club kits, they see kits that they really like, and it is very, very common for kits to go out of stock. So what they do is they buy the ones they really like and they keep them until they're ready to work on them. And you can end up with a few kits. So if you have them stacked and they're laying on the floor or on a table, being able to see the thumbnail on the end makes it a lot easier. So you can just look along the ends of the boxes to find the kit you're looking for. You don't have to lift the boxes to find out what's underneath. So that is the outer packaging. Now we'll look inside the box. So first things first, the box is sealed to keep the contents nice and clean so we don't get any dust or anything getting inside. So the first thing we have to do is remove the clear film from the box. So peel this off. And then we will open the box. So if we go to the top, open it up, and inside it says do what makes you sparkle. We have a little recess there, put your finger in there and pull, and then we've got the inner box. So just a very quick recap. If you buy from Diamond Art Club, your kit will come in a branded box. Inside the branded box will be another box which will have a rendering of the graphic of the kit that you ordered. Inside that box there will be another box. So Diamond Art Club triple box the diamond paintings, which as far as I know no other company does. Very, very strong way of boxing their canvases to make sure they don't get damaged in transit. So inside we have the canvas and we have the toolkit. So we'll talk about the toolkit first. So I'll take that out, move the box out of the way. So Diamond Art Club toolkit is very different from the toolkits from all the other companies, and I'll go through everything in the kit and I'll explain why they're different. So we have a resealable bag and the kit is inside, but I'll move it to the side because it makes it easier for me to take out things in the order that I want to talk about. So there is the bag, and then I'll just get everything set up. So the first thing is the pen. If you have been diamond painting and haven't seen Diamond Art Club, you will have received a pen like this. It may not be pink, it may be a different colour, but it will be the same. Same diameter, same tip. So we have basically a plastic straw and a nylon tip with a brass insert, If we wiggle this, it comes off, so you can see it is just a straw. And this is what we've been calling a diamond painting pen since the beginning. As I said, this is what all the other companies are still supplying. Diamond Art Club looked at it and thought, we can improve on that, so they did. If you buy a kit from Diamond Art Club, you will receive a pen like this. So it is much more like an actual pen. It is thicker, it's more ergonomic, it is wasted, it dips down at either end, so you can adjust your grip. If you're diamond painting for a while, holding the same diameter all the time can be a bit tiring. So you can move your hand slightly just to get that variation in grip. The other thing that is different is if we look at the pen side by side, first I'll take the cap off, and we look at the tips. You can see the brass tip is still there, so that is pretty much the same, but there is quite a difference in the next part. That is because the Diamond Art Club pen actually has wax inside the pen. You don't have to stop when this pen doesn't pick up and then dip into wax to reload it. The wax is already in the pen. So I'll just quickly show you how it works, because I know this will be very new to a lot of people. So when you get the pen, the tip is quite loose, and if you turn it, hold the tip, twist the pen, and watch the end. So you twist it a bit, twist it a bit, twist it a bit, and a little bit more, and now the wax is at the tip of the pen. So the pen is primed and ready to go. So what happened there was, if you open the pen, you can see there is like a little piston or plunger, whatever you want to call it. It goes down into here. So if I open it up, just pull this out. This chamber is where the wax is kept. So when it comes, it's preloaded with wax, but the wax hasn't been fed to the tip of the pen. So as you turn it when it's loose, you turn it until it gets tight, and then you turn it a bit, turn it a bit, turn it a bit, then you'll see wax at the end. That means that you've actually pushed the wax up into the tip of the pen, so it's ready to go. So when you are diamond painting, you prime it, then you diamond paint as normal. Eventually it won't pick up like all the other pens do with wax. When it stops picking up, hold the tip, turn the pen very slightly. It will feed more wax to the tip, and you carry on diamond painting. So you do this, and then eventually you will get down to the end thread. The pen won't screw any further down. Then it is time to replace the wax inside the pen. So what you do is you unscrew the pen, and you take some refill wax, which is supplied in the kit. So this is the wax that is inside this pen tip. You tear off a piece, you take out the plunger, you roll the wax up into a little tube, and you drop it down inside here. But don't fill the chamber totally to the top. If you do that, the plunger won't go in, and when you try to tighten the pen, you'll find the pen won't reach the threads. So leave a little bit of space at the top so the plunger can get seated in, like that. Put the pen back on, turn it until it goes tight, and then twist it, and that will start to push the wax. Now, because the tip is already loaded, it won't take as long to get it to feed. So just turn it a bit, have a look, turn it a bit, and then once you see the wax moving, just wipe it off, and then you're ready to go. So that is this end. On the other end, we have what they call a multi-placer, and this allows you to place more than one drill at a time. If you're diamond painting using the pen, you can only place one drill at a time. If you go to the other end, this has a little channel in it. So what you do is you push this down into the wax, you fill the channel, and then you pour drills in your tray, give it a shake, line up some drills, and then you can pick up 4 drills at a time using this. So you just pick up 4, place them, pick up 4, place them. So that speeds things up. That comes in very handy if you have a lot of the same colour on your diamond painting in a large area. Instead of placing 1 drill at a time, you can place 4. If it is a very large area, you can use the other multiplacer that is supplied. This one is a 7 drill multiplacer. So you can step things up. All you do is just pull the multiplacer out. They don't screw in, it's just a push-pull. And then we push this one in. Again, you have to preload it with wax. And then you can place 7 drills at a time. The idea is to speed things up, which comes in very handy if you are doing a diamond painting as a gift, maybe for a birthday, anniversary, wedding, Christmas, anything like that. And you find that you're not as far along as you thought you would be, and you want to speed things up. Or if you just want to finish the diamond painting more quickly, multiplacers can be very handy for that. You don't have to use them. I have never used them. I prefer to single place. I listen to music, I put headphones on, and I chill out while I'm diamond painting. That is my way of relaxation. So I'm not in any hurry. So I've never used a multiplacer. The other thing that we get is a heart of pink wax. Diamond Art Club have always supplied a heart of pink wax. So even though we get this new clear wax, they still supply the pink heart. Now, I think this is only really because they always have done it, and it's like a sort of tradition for Diamond Art Club. Because I contacted them and asked them, what is the difference between the new clear wax and the pink wax? And they told me basically nothing. They said the formula is the same, they just don't have the pink colour. The reason they did that is they thought the pen looked better like this than having the end here pink. This is actually clear, so we're looking at the colour of the wax here. So if you put, say, blue wax in, the pen tip would turn blue. If you put purple wax in, it would turn purple. But the wax, they said, is the same. It's just the colour that is different. So just in case anybody is wondering. The next thing is the tray. Again, if you've been diamond painting and doing the smaller kits, you will be familiar with a tray like this, the small green tray, or small green boat, as people call it. And the problem with these trays and other ones that you'll see as well that are white and have a little spout on them, a lot of them have angled sides. The problem with that is when you're diamond painting, if you accidentally touch the side or bump the side, the tray will flip over very, very easily. So your drills that were in the tray flip out, land on your glue, your table, the floor, and you have to basically pick them all back up and put them back in again. It is very, very frustrating. Diamond Art Club looked at this and thought, okay, again, we can improve on this. So, whoop, drop something. So they came up with this tray. As you can see, it is much bigger. So you can get more drills in the tray and spread them out. You don't want to pile the drills up because then it's really difficult to try and pick them out with the pen. You want them all laying flat and in little lines, so they're easy to pick up. So this tray, you won't get many drills in here and you have to keep topping it up. The Diamond Art Club tray, you get a lot more in it. It also has a spout and a stopper. So the stopper is there so that when you pour your drills in the tray and you're giving it a shake to level the drills, they won't accidentally fall out the end. If you need to pour them back into your bag or container, just lift out the stopper, pour them out. Put your stopper back in and then put more drills back in. The other thing is the tray is much deeper, so when you're shaking your drills, there's much less chance of them flipping up and going over the side if you look at the difference in the height of that compared to that. So huge upgrade, but they thought, we can do better than that. The tray actually comes with a lid. So the lid does not clip on top, it actually slides into the tray. So there's a groove either side, we slide it up and it clicks. It actually locks. So it's a lockable tray. It doesn't matter how hard I shake this, the lid will not come off. Comes in very handy if you've got young kids. You're diamond painting and you suddenly realise, oh, I need to pick something up, maybe nip into the kitchen to get something. The kids are playing and you have the lid on and you just close it. If the kids do come over, out of curiosity, as they do, and they pick it up, they will hear the drills inside, but if they shake it, the drills won't fall out. If you have an open tray and the kids get their hands on that, the drills could go anywhere. So good from that point of view, but also for people who have pets that cast or shed hair, like cats and dogs. If you are a cat or dog owner, you will know all about the stray hairs that end up in your tray. So again, if you're diamond painting and you decide, okay, that's enough for today, you're still working on the same colour. Rather than pouring the drills back into the containers or the bag, you just put the lid back on, slide it up, lock it, leave it on the table. You can leave it there for a day, a week, a month, it really doesn't matter. When you come back to carry on, you just open your tray and all you find inside is nice clean drills. No pet hairs, no dust, no crumbs, nothing. So really, really nice design. The other thing is it's stackable. There's a little recess on the base. So if you have more of these trays, you can actually stack them. So you're only using up this footprint on your desk and you're not sort of having trays all over the place. So really, really good design. There's a good weight to it as well. It's quite thick, sturdy tray. So I really like this tray. I think it's a huge improvement in the trays that you get from the other companies. And again, just something else that Diamond Art Club have looked at and thought, we could do better than this, which they have done with the pen. And we'll find out what else they've upgraded. So the only thing that's left is the baggies. We get a bag of bags, and these are to keep the extra drills at the end. When you finish your diamond painting, you should have spare of every colour. And these bags are to help keep them, because it can come in handy to keep them, because if you are working on a kit in the future and you run out of a colour, you can check your bags to see if you happen to have that colour. If you do, you can use them on that kit. It saves you having to wait on drills being posted out to you. So it says somewhere on the box, I think, there are 15 bags. Now, it varies from company to company how many bags you get. I've found that Diamond Art Club tends to be between 15 to 20. And I always count them, just out of curiosity. But it does vary slightly from box to box. So we'll just count them just to see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So in this particular kit, we got 18. As I said, it tends to be between 15 and 20. So resealable bags, so you can keep your drills in here, seal them, and you won't lose them. So that is the toolkit. As I said, very different from the other companies. None of the other companies are doing a refillable pen, and I have not seen a tray like this as standard. These are standard for Diamond Art Club. They're not like extras or add-ons or customs or anything like that. This is the standard Diamond Art Club toolkit. So I'll put all of this out of the way, and then we can go back to the box. And we will take out the canvas. So took out the canvas and have something stuck to the bag, which normally doesn't happen, but we'll talk about this next. So put the canvas back again. So again, something unique for Diamond Art Club. We have thank you for your purchase and a little sparkly diamond. Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. Flip it over, thank you for your purchase again. Another sparkly little diamond, but this time we fold the diamond up and it acts as a lock for the envelope. We open the envelope and we have something very shiny inside, so we'll talk about that first. So this is something else unique to Diamond Art Club. This is a treasure quest card. When you get your kit, you may or you may not get a treasure quest card. They are not guaranteed. So it's a little bit of a surprise whether you've got one or not. The other thing is they come in different levels. So we have bronze, silver, gold, and the rarest one is black. They have the graphic of the kit that you bought. It isn't a random card that you get, it will be the graphic for the kit that you bought. It'll have the artist's name, the title, and the size. If we flip it over, it says on the back, Diamond Art Club Treasure Quest Cards. And it says this one is bronze. So we have a scratch area here. If we scratch this off, we get a unique code. And the idea, apart from just collecting them and putting them in a little folder like I've done, they're really cool to flick through, remind you of the kits that you've got. Apart from that, these cards, the codes are unique to each card, and you can actually get discount codes. So the idea is you collect the cards, and once you've collected enough in the right order, you can claim a discount code. So if you have 5 bronze cards, 3 silver and 1 gold, you scratch off the codes and you go to the website, you put all the codes in at one time, and you will get a $50 discount code. If you are lucky enough to get 2 black cards instead of all those, if you just get 2 cards that are black, you can get $50 discount. They step up, so it starts at $50, the next one is $75, the next one is $100, the next one is $200, and the top one is a custom diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. Now that is pretty unique because Diamond Art Club do not do custom kits. If you contacted Diamond Art Club and said, I have this picture, I would really like it done as a diamond painting, they would say, sorry, we don't do custom kits. The only way that you can do it is by collecting the correct combination of levels and redeeming them on the website, and then you can claim a custom diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. That is valued at $400. So I have a video that goes into a lot more detail about the cards. I don't want to spend too long in this video. The videos are long enough. But I will put a link in the description and you can have a look at how the cards work and what you need to claim the different levels. The only thing is, originally when the cards came out, they were called trading cards. It said trading cards on the back and it didn't have the level printed. You had to figure out by the graphics on the back. So in that video it is trading cards, and it's slightly different, but the graphics are exactly the same. And nowadays they're called treasure quest cards, and it actually has the level printed on the back. But the rest is the same. So that is the treasure quest card. So now I have a bronze Jumping Lake Bass. Really nice cards. So that was the shiny thing that was in the envelope. So we'll go back to the envelope and we'll see there is something else. We'll talk about that in a minute, but we'll have a look at the actual envelope. So on the envelope we have the socials: Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok at Diamond Art Club, and the website diamondartclub.com. If we go inside, we get tips and tricks. So some tips and tricks on diamond painting at the top. How to use and refill the twist and pick applicator. So we've got how to use it, how to refill it, which basically I've showed you, but just in case you forget, it's in the envelope. And then we have the step-by-step instructions again on how to diamond paint. At the bottom, the kit contents, which we've been going through. And then we have 2 QR codes. Save 20% off your first app purchase. So if you scan the QR code, they have it for iPhone and Android. Scan the relevant code, download the Diamond Art Club app. If you see a kit that you like, you want to buy it, you will get a 20% discount because it is the first time you've purchased from the app. It is only valid for that one time, but it's definitely worth taking advantage of. 20% off a Diamond Art Club kit. That's a nice discount. The other thing we have is another QR code: join our Facebook group. If you join the Facebook group, you will be in touch with diamond painters from all over the world. So you will see pictures of kits that have been completed, kits that are in progress, what they call WIPs, works in progress. And you can post questions as well. You will see people chatting about their favourite diamond painting, their favourite artist, what they would like to see as a diamond painting, all of that sort of thing. So definitely worth a look, I would say. Scan the QR code and join the group. So that is it. That is the envelope. The other thing that was inside the envelope, was this. So again, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, Jumping Lake Bass, Ginger J, flip it over, big thumbnail, start date, end date, all the information about the diamond painting. And these are all pre-cut labels, even the diamond. The idea of that is if you keep a physical logbook, like a book with paper pages in it, none of this digital stuff. If you've got a book, you can put all of this information in it. And a lot of people do it. They keep a logbook. They like to have a physical book. So you can put your title in, you can put your thumbnail in, you can put the sticker in for your start and end date, fill that in as and when, and then you have the details about the diamond painting. It's a good way to show people the kits you've got. They can see when you started the kit and when you finished it, what it looks like, without having to pull boxes out. You have your logbook, you can just sit and flick through the pages. You can make your own personal notes about the kits, like the things that you liked about them, or didn't like even. You can make little notes if you want. It's really up to you what you put in the logbook. So that is what this is all about. Inside we have the key, or the legend, and I think most people call it the legend. If you're in groups and you see people, or read about people talking about the the legend, it's this they're talking about. So here we have all of the colours. So it starts at number 1, goes up to number 50. So we have 50 colours in this kit. The next one is symbol. So these are the symbols that are on the canvas, so you know where to place the different colours. And then the third column says code. That is the DMC code. The DMC code is a standard way of numbering a specific shade of a colour. That is important. If you ever need extra drills, you need to know the DMC code, because we'll just pick brown, for example, in this kit. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, roughly. I'm not being too exact, but say 13 different shades of brown. So if you're working on the kit and for whatever reason you're short of a colour, you contact Diamond Art Club, you say, I'm working on this kit and I'm missing some brown. They will not know which shade of brown. So what you would do is contact them, say, I'm working on this kit and I'm missing DMC code 221, for example. They don't even need to know it's brown. They just need the DMC code, and they'll say, okay, we'll send you some. So they send you DMC 221, and it will be that shade of brown. So it's to make sure you get exactly the right shade of colour. So important to know. That's why if you're using your little bags, the clear bags that I counted out, put a label on them with the DMC codes so you know exactly which shade it is. So these are pre-cut labels. If we go down to 100 and flick it up, you can see it just comes off. So these are pre-cut labels. The idea of this is when you're kitting up or getting ready to work on the kit, you put these labels either on the bags or in containers if you use containers. So what you do is you see the DMC code on the bag, and then you stick the label on the container, and you pour those drills in the container, and then you know which DMC code you've got, and you know the symbol and even which number it is. So it saves time, it saves you having to handwrite labels for every container or bag, and having to try and draw symbols and that sort of thing. Just peel them off, stick them on, pour the drills in, and it's done. So it speeds up prepping or kitting up, as they say. So that is what was inside the envelope. So we have the key or the legend, and we have, in this case, we do have a treasure quest card. As I said, not guaranteed. If you open a kit and there's no card, that is it, there's just no card. So it's a bit of a surprise when you get a kit. You're sort of hoping you get a card, and then you're wondering if you do get one, which level it is. And you're sort of sitting there, fingers crossed, hoping it's black. I still haven't seen a black card yet, so we'll see. So that's it. Put everything back inside, fold it up, and then just fold up the little diamond, put it through, flatten it, and then that is your labels and your card, nice and safe and secure. The purpose of this really is to stop those labels getting squashed or bent, because they can start to peel off and stick to each other and it gets kind of messy. So if you're not doing the kit, put them back in the little envelope before you put it back in the box, and that will stop them getting damaged. That is the main purpose of the envelope. It's made of card, it's not paper, so it is quite sturdy, and it does a good job of keeping those labels flat until you're ready to work on it. So we'll put that to the side. We will go back to the box, and again lift out the canvas. This time there's nothing underneath it. So the canvas comes in a resealable bag. Again, sort of double protection. The box was already sealed, the canvas is sealed. It's to stop any dust or anything getting inside. So resealable. We have a glue strip along the top. Just peel that back. Do it kind of gently, because if you just rip it, it will tear the bag and you'll end up with a hole in the bag. So dust could get in if this is sitting waiting to be done. So just be gentle with it, and it'll be whole, so you can put the canvas back in if you're not going to do it at that time. So this is Diamond Art Club's canvas. It's impossible to explain on video, but if you have been diamond painting and you have had canvases from other companies, the first time you get a Diamond Art Club kit and you touch the canvas, you will notice the difference. The canvas almost feels like velvet. It is totally different from any other canvas that I've tried from the other companies. It is also patented, so this is Diamond Art Club's canvas. It is scalloped at the sides. It has stitching as well to stop it from fraying. It is very soft, quite thick, very malleable, pliable, easy to work with, very high quality canvas. Inside the canvas we have the drills. Check them out. Put the canvas to the side. So these are Diamond Art Club drills. The thing about the Diamond Art Club drills is they actually manufacture their own drills. The other companies buy their drills in from suppliers. Diamond Art Club used to do that, but sometimes they would get drills and they just weren't up to scratch. The colours were maybe not vibrant enough. They varied a bit in size. Some drills were a bit smaller than others, some were a bit bigger than others. And they thought, the only way we can keep control of this is actually to manufacture our own drills. So that's what they decided to do, and they buy high quality resin in from Germany to manufacture their own drills. So resin drills, extremely vibrant in colour, very uniform in shape as well. The bases are flat. We don't have that little dimple in the base that a lot of companies seem to have. So the whole base of the drill sticks to the glue. Once they're on the canvas, they're going to stay there. The bag comes with a label, so you can be sure that the drills are for the kit that you ordered. So it says Jumping Lake Bass, so we have the correct drills. So we'll open up the bag, and there's a glue strip. The hard part of opening the bag is finding where the glue strip actually is. The bags don't open at the end like you might expect if you're new to diamond painting. They open along the middle. So I found the glue strip. Open it up and get rid of that noisy plastic. So these are the drills, square. Diamond Art Club drills come in strings, and all they have on the bag is the DMC code. They don't have like bag number 1, bag number 2. They don't run in sequence either, so the DMC codes will be a bit mixed up, and it's because when they bag their drills, they are bagged by weight, so the numbers don't run in sequence. So I'm going to go through them, have a look at the DMC codes, have a look at the colours so people can get an idea of the colours that are in the kit. I will also talk about the AB drills, or Aurora Borealis drills, and the fairy dust drills that are in here somewhere, just to explain what they are for people that have never seen them before. So as I've said at the beginning, if you don't want to watch me going through all of the colours and reading out the codes, you can skip to the next section, or whichever section interests you. Just go to the description, click on where you want to be, and you can watch it from there. So the bags come in strings, so I'll just pull one, we'll see what we get. Now, we get a lot of white drills. So it looks like a bag is burst. And the thing is to figure out which bag it is. So it looks like it's these, yeah, there's a tear in the bag. So the first thing we want to do is tape that up to stop any more coming out. Always handy to keep sellotape beside you. So I'll just knock those off. Tape that over so we don't have any more spills. I'll just check to make sure no other bag is damaged. Now, this is actually the second time this has happened recently, ever. And I mean, I've unboxed a lot of Diamond Art Club, but this is the second time. And I think what is happening is the edge of the bags somehow are pushing into each other and poking holes, because it looks like the same sort of thing. It's like a little nick in the middle of the bag. Second time it's happened, so I don't know, maybe something for Diamond Art Club to think about. I don't know if that is what's causing it, but the damage that happened last time was exactly the same thing. And the only thing that I can think of that's sharp is that edge. So the first thing we have to do is the 162 drill pickup. So I'll just sweep these all to the side. I'll keep them because you never know, you don't want to be shot. So this is the good thing about doing this over a table. It's easy to pick them up. I should actually get a little brush just in case it happens again. I mean, these things happen. It can happen with any company, but I was surprised when it happened last time, and I'm even more surprised that it happened again. But it looks like it's exactly the same thing. It's just like something is hitting a bag and managing to tear it. So unless it's something to do with machinery, but then if it was the machinery, I would expect more than just one bag to be burst and not just that little nick. I would imagine these bags go through machines at a pretty fast rate, and I think if they tore in a machine, it would totally rip the bag open. So I'm just casually moving this snowdrift to the side. Okay, so out of the way. Out of sight, out of mind. You didn't see that. Okay. So the video is a little bit longer than usual because of that. Okay. There we go. That's good enough. Okay, so we'll go back. We'll pick that string again. Hope the tape holds. Should be fine. Okay, so now we're ready to start. So the first DMC code is 3856, then 3865, 3865, 3865, 3865. So I have 4 bags of those white drills. 3756, 932, AB 3078. So for the people who are new and don't know what AB drills are, the AB is short for Aurora Borealis, where the sky changes colours, also known as the Northern Lights. The reason these drills get that name is because they have a special coating on them that reflects different colours. So these drills are yellow, but if I tilt them in the light, I get reflections of gold, green, red, purple, and blue, I think, and green. The idea is that once your diamond painting is finished and your kit is up on the wall, when you walk past, you will get sudden little bright, very bright flashes of different colours from these drills. So you'll get just these very bright sparkles of random colours. It adds a really nice effect to the diamond paintings. So that is AB drills for people who didn't know about them. Then we have 415, 317, 3024, 3827, 3827, 3799, Z976. So the Z codes are what they call fairy dust. Fairy dust drills have a special coating on them as well, but in this case it's very different from the ABs. It's like a very, very fine glitter that I call micro glitter. So instead of the whole surface reflecting light, the way that the drills work is that light hits one of the facets or the faces on the drill and bounces back, and you see a white sparkle. With the fairy dusts, it isn't the whole surface reflecting the light as a white light. It's broken up because we have this very, very, very fine glitter, so it breaks that reflection up and it gives a different effect. So that is fairy dust, and you know it's fairy dust because it has the Z code. Next one, 926, 414, Z936. So again, we have that glitter sort of effect on them. You don't really notice it too much when it's in the bag. It's quite hard to see because the sparkle is so fine, but when you pour them in the tray and you can see them under the light, it's really obvious. Then we have 722, 935. Put that to the side. And to the next one. 939, 413, 377, no, 3777, 301, 318, 727, 221, 937, 168, 3823, 356, 3781. Next string. 647, 610, 841, 3830, 3861, 451, and another AB, AB470. So this time it's green, and when I tilt it, I can see purple, red, blue, and I think that's maybe it, but it's very, very bright blue. I like that, it's nice. 3011, untwist it, 738, 400, 300, 371, 370, 471, 3819, 165, 938, 3768, and Z743. So again, another fairy dust. And on to the final string, which is very short. 3857, 644, and 729. So that is all of the colours in this kit. So quite a mixture, a lot of white. But hopefully you can see that they are very, very vibrant. I don't know how well it comes across on camera, but they are very vibrant in colour, very shiny and very uniform in size and shape. So we'll put the drills to the side, and then we will come back to the canvas, which is the part that everybody wants to see. So the first thing I have to do is switch off lights to reduce reflection, because we have a clear cover, and if I keep all the lights on, all we'll see is the lights. So down to one light, and hopefully we don't get too much reflection. So we'll start to open it up. So again, do what makes you sparkle, Diamond Art Club, and we'll start unrolling it. So here we have our bass. We've got a bird here. We've got bulrushes, and we have a rising or setting sun. I'm going to guess it's a rising sun. So a lot of colour in here, a lot more than you would think. The kit itself has 50 colours, but the reason it has so many colours is because of the blending. Diamond Art Club don't just scan the artwork and then print it and then send it out. They actually have a team of people who hand render. So they get the artwork and then they hand render the image. So they basically build it up, they look at it, they decide on the colours, the combinations to get these sort of natural, more natural looking blendings. So colours go more naturally into one another. You don't have this sudden step from one shade of, say, blue to another shade where you see an obvious zigzag line. They step it more, and they, when they're working on it, their main focus is trying to reproduce the artwork. They aren't looking at size. They aren't even thinking about size. They work on it to get as close as possible to the original artwork, and then when it's done, that's the size. A lot of companies will offer you various sizes of the same image. You maybe get 5 different sizes, 5 different prices, and if you look at the websites, normally they will just show you the original artwork. It doesn't matter what size you click on, you'll see the original artwork, which is misleading to say the least, because as you step down your size, you will lose detail. Every time you step down, you'll lose detail. If you buy the very smallest size and buy the largest size and do them and compare them, which I have done, the difference is massive. By the time you get to the small size, if it's a detailed diamond painting, sometimes you struggle to actually make out what it is. So Diamond Art Club don't do that. They go for as close as possible to the original artwork, and that is it. So this is probably one that would be suitable for Father's Day, I think. If you have a father who fishes, I think this could be something that would interest them. Not too much pink or anything in this one. Just a fisherman or a fisherwoman, someone who's interested in fishing. I think they would quite like something like this hanging up in the room. So we have the sunrise. I'm going to say it's a sunrise. And we have the bulrushes, and then we have the water. We have the splash as well. All of this takes a lot of skill to get the detail in, because we can actually see the fish is jumping out of the water, and we can see the shadow of the fish. So they've blended colours here to get that idea of the shadow of the fish. They are very, very good at what they do. So yeah, just looking at it, I can see where the white is. It's all around, whoops, maybe a bit further up. It's all around here, obviously in the sun and on the top as well. Really nice image. Looks pretty realistic to me. The thing that you have to remember is when we're looking at the colours here, they are not as bright as the drills. It looks good, but we are just looking at print. For example, I'll just put this orange on. You can see how vibrant that is. Once the drills are on here, the whole image will be much more vibrant. We'll have the sparkle, we'll have the AB drills, we'll have the fairy dust as well. It makes a huge difference. Just maybe get some more. Just to give you an idea, I mean, look how yellow that is. You can imagine that in this picture. So, nice print, but the diamond painting will just take it into something else. It will be a very, very nice diamond painting. So one thing that I want to talk about is this bottom corner. So down at the very bottom here we have copyright Ginger J, licensed by LSR Licensing, Diamond Art Club, registered trademark. All of Diamond Art Club kits are licensed. They always have been. Diamond Art Club have always wanted to get involved with the artists and make sure that the artists get something back. So the artists will get revenue from the kits, and hopefully that will encourage them to release more of their artwork to be rendered as diamond paintings, because they get some revenue from that, which is obviously important. We all have bills to pay. So licensed artwork has always been licensed artwork. High quality canvas, high quality print. And the other thing is the cover is actually different as well. I keep talking about things that are different about Diamond Art Club. There are a lot of things that are different, and the cover is another one. Other companies will have a clear sheet if it's poured glue. They will have a clear sheet over the diamond painting, and what people do, or what a lot of people do when they get the kit, or when they're ready to work on the kit, they will either use washi tape and create a grid. So they will put strips of tape up and down, and then they will put them across as well. They will make up squares. Then they will cut the washi tape to the size they want, and they will lift the section. They will do it. They will move on to the next one. They will cut it. They will do it. Or they will get release papers, which are small pieces, and you lay them down and you peel them off as you work. So you would do one section, peel off the next one, do that. So people will do that. Diamond Art Club realised that that's what people were doing and thought, okay, we could do something to help that, cut out that sort of stage where you spend a lot of time just prepping. So they came up with the idea of perforated, couldn't remember the word, perforated covers. So Diamond Art Club's covers actually have perforations in them. They have 10cm by 10cm squares. If you want to work it as if it was just a normal one piece clear, because that's what you're used to, you can still do that. If I peel this cover up, it comes up as just one big piece. But if I want to use the perforations, which I actually do, this is the way that I work now. I've stopped using release papers, and I used release papers for years. I've stopped using them. Well, for Diamond Art Club, because they're the only company that does this. The perforations don't always match like the edge of the picture, but you can see these grey lines. This is where the perforations are, these dotted lines. So the very first section is here. It's basically the size of my thumb. I'm not going to just tear this little piece and do that. I mean, it'd be really quick, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it this wide either. I would tear it here. So if I was ready and I was kitted up and I was going to work in this kit, I would get the canvas ready, and then I would pick up this side, put my finger the opposite side of the perforation, and then you'll hear it. I'm just going up to the next one. There. So I'm up to the perforated line. So now I've got this section is open with glue. So this is the area that I'm going to work on. I would just fold along the perforated line, and then the cover won't flip back. I don't need to worry about the cover flipping back again. It'll just sit there. Diamond paint, maybe don't get finished. Just peel this back over, or pull this back over I should say. It covers it up. It covers the glue that hasn't been used, and it covers the drills as well, so it stops any hairs or dust or anything getting in between the drills. So really handy for that. When I come back, I just peel it back again, and then finish it. Fold it back down when I'm done. Covers the drills, keeps everything nice and clean so we don't get anything in between them. Then I would go to the next section. So it would be here, tear it up, do the same thing. Tear it up, do the same thing. Now, if a 10 by 10 isn't big enough, some people like to work in big areas, you can tear it at 20. So you could have an area 20 by 10, or even bigger, you could do 20 by 20. It's really up to you. I prefer to do small areas at a time. Not that small, but I prefer to do the small areas at a time, because it means you've only got that area of glue to think about. The bigger the area of glue, the more chance something is going to land on it. Whether it's pet hairs, whether it's someone drops a piece of paper on it, something like that. The smaller the area of glue, the less chance that something is accidentally going to get dropped on it and stick to it. So that is pretty much it. The final thing I want to do is just have a close-up look at the print, so we can get a better idea of the print quality and how these colours are blended together to get these different effects. So that's what we'll do now. So now we're having a quick look at the print. So we're just checking how clear the print is it easy to read, do we have any double print, faded print, missing print, anything like that. As you can see, print absolutely perfect. And as we go along, we can see how they blend these colours together to get these different effects of the sun rise on the water, and then the leaves for those bulrushes as well. We'll get some greens coming in a minute, and you can just see how things are done. That dark part there is the shadow of the fish. At the very top there, that's some of the ripples in the water, and then we get the shading of the actual leaves. So really, really nice finish on this. Just as I said, it's hard to get across how much this will change once those drills are down. But it's going to be a really, really cool diamond painting for anyone who is interested in fishing. So that was a first look at Jumping Lake Bass from Diamond Art Club. Another really nice rendering. I know I did mention fishing, but thinking about it, it's just people who are interested in nature, because this bass is not being fished, it is jumping for a fly or something. Yeah, just really cool image. Again, something different. It's something that I like about Diamond Art Club. They're always looking to find new subjects for diamond paintings to get more people interested. Really good one. I would say for fishermen, because I do fish as well, and the first thing I thought of was fishing, and I saw the fish jumping. But a nice one for nature lovers as well. Diamond Art Club are very, very good at doing sunsets and sunrises, and it shows again in this. There are so many different colours blended to give that effect, and we have the reflection on the water, we have the shadow of the fish in the water. It's just done so well. It is not a huge diamond painting. By Diamond Art Club standards, it is on the smaller side, to be fair. Not a huge amount of colour, 50. I would say normally with Diamond Art Club, I'm sort of expecting about 70-ish, so slightly less colour. But it is a smaller image as well. I have to check the size again. 22 inches by 22 inches. Still a good sized diamond painting, but not massive. And I know a lot of people don't like the really big diamond paintings because of the length of time they take. But it's a good size, plenty of detail in this. Again, once the drills are down, it will totally transform it. It will be much, much more vibrant. And we'll have all that sparkle in the water and the sun and all that stuff. It's going to look really, really cool. I really like the way they've done the bulrushes. I didn't notice it when I was looking at it initially, but they've even got the sunlight on the bulrushes. So you have that sort of light streak just where the sunlight is hitting it, and then it fades back into a very dark brown. It's almost black. Again, it just adds depth to the diamond painting. For me, the rendering is what it's all about. The better the rendering is, the better the image will look. And Diamond Art Club are, as far as I'm concerned, top of the game when it comes to rendering. I don't know if any other companies actually do hand render. I think most of them just use a scanner and just take what it gives them. As I said, Diamond Art Club don't do that. They hand render. They have a team of people that take time, and it does take experience to do these things properly and get the effect that you're after. They are just very, very good at it. So that's it for today. If you would like to see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, accessories, basically anything to do with diamond painting, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. I do have a lot of stuff still to do. Everything from kits to accessories, some things that I have never tried before. So I like to do that. I like to have a browse, see what's out there, and have a think and think, would that really work? So I tend to buy them and try them so that people can see them before they spend the money on them. So yeah, that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.